If you start a YouTube channel today, the first thing you'll probably worry about is the algorithm. You'll think the algorithm decides everything. But that belief is where most creators quietly lose before they even begin. Because the algorithm isn't what kills channels. Silence does. At the beginning, YouTube is incredibly quiet. You upload your first video. You feel proud of it. You refresh the page hoping the numbers move. Maybe the first view appears. Maybe it's just you. Then you wait. An hour passes. Nothing. A few more hours pass. Still nothing. So you start adjusting the thumbnail. You tweak the title. You convince yourself the algorithm hasn't found the right audience yet. But the next day your video has only a few views. And something inside you changes. You start questioning the idea. Maybe the niche was wrong. Maybe the video wasn't good enough. A week later you upload again. This time the video feels better. You edited it more carefully. You spent more time crafting the hook. For a moment you feel hopeful again. Then the same thing happens. 10 views. Maybe 17 if you're lucky. And suddenly the quiet part of YouTube feels heavy. Every upload feels like a test you keep failing. You start comparing yourself to fast-growing channels. Creators gaining thousands of subscribers in months. You watch their videos. You study their thumbnails. You copy their style. But your channel still doesn't move. Not because you're lazy. Not because you lack potential. But because you're solving the wrong problem. Most creators think growth comes from tactics. Better thumbnails. Better titles. Better editing. Those things matter. But they only work when something deeper is clear. Direction. Without direction every video becomes an experiment. You try different formats every week. Motivation videos, documentaries, storytelling, commentary, automation.
Your channel slowly becomes a collection of random attempts, and viewers feel that instantly. When someone watches a video they ask one silent question. Do I want more of this? If the answer isn't clear they leave. Not because the video was bad, but because the channel has no identity yet. A channel isn't just a place to upload videos. It's a promise of what viewers will experience when they return. When that promise is clear people subscribe. When it isn't they move on. That's why some simple channels grow, and some polished channels stay stuck. Clarity beats complexity every time, but clarity takes time, and that's where most creators disappear, because YouTube growth is rarely fast. It happens during long quiet periods, weeks where nothing changes, months where subscribers barely move, moments where it feels like nobody is watching. During those periods motivation fades quickly. Motivation is emotional, but emotions don't last when results are invisible. What keeps channels alive is commitment to a direction. The creators who survive early YouTube aren't always the most talented. They're the ones who decide what they're building and stick to it long enough for YouTube to understand. Because YouTube is always asking one question: who should see this channel? If your content jumps between ideas every week the system gets confused. And confused channels don't get recommended. So your videos float in the void. But once your direction becomes consistent something changes. Your videos start reaching the same type of viewers. Those viewers recognize your style. They click more often. They watch longer. And slowly your channel gains momentum. Not explosive growth, just movement. But that movement changes everything, because progress kills doubt. Uploads start feeling purposeful again. The process becomes lighter, but you can't reach that stage if you quit during the silent phase. And that silent phase is where most creators stop. Not dramatically, they simply fade away. 1 missed upload becomes 2.2 weeks become months. Eventually the channel becomes another abandoned project. Not because they failed, because they left too early. The truth is simple. YouTube is about survival. Surviving the early months. Surviving the doubt. Surviving the silence. If you keep showing up you're already ahead of most creators. But survival alone isn't enough. You also need clarity. Clarity about the value of your videos. Clarity about the audience. Clarity about why the channel exists. When those pieces come together everything changes. Ideas become easier. Videos connect together. Your channel becomes a story instead of random uploads, and viewers notice that. They feel the creator's confidence. That confidence builds trust. Trust brings returning viewers. Returning viewers create momentum. Momentum builds channels. But it all begins with a decision. Deciding this channel matters. And you will build it slowly. Video by video. Idea by idea. Improvement by improvement. Once that mindset clicks the numbers stop controlling your emotions. 20 views stops feeling like failure. It becomes feedback. You refine the next idea, and the next one. And eventually one video breaks through. New viewers arrive. They explore your channel. If your direction is clear they stay. If it isn't they leave. That's why the early stage matters most. It's where your channel identity forms. Ignore it and growth becomes random. Respect it and growth becomes inevitable. So before worrying about subscribers, before worrying about monetization, before worrying about the algorithm, ask yourself one honest honest question. What kind of channel am I building? Not what will get views tomorrow. Not what everyone else is doing, but what kind of videos you would still be proud to make a year from now. Creators who answer that question build lasting channels. Those who chase trends burn out. If you're still watching this, you already care more than most. So slow down. Think about the direction. Build something meaningful, because the channels that win aren't the fastest. They're the ones that refuse to disappear. And if you want to know the strategy that helps small channels reach their first 1,000 subscribers, watch the next video on your screen.